let's begin the class without wasting any time. Okay. This class is going to be very important for someone who is looking for string class. This is going to be a detailed class on string, where I will be saying what is string, the methods of the string. After understanding the methods of the string, we will be finding out some tricky areas where we can use those methods in our programs. Because what happens, usually students understand method in a different way, and most of the students are unable to implement that particular methods in programming. So in this class, I will be teaching you methods, and I will be also giving you hint key where can you use these methods in the program. If in this way we will be growing, you will able to इसमें क्या होगा ना, you will both be understanding कि programming में इसको use कैसे करना है और वो method क्या है, and what all and some output questions will also be covered in today's session. Okay. So basically string class. String class is very important both for ICSE and ISC as well. Okay, for ICSE as well, this most of the important chapter is this particular string, क्योंकि यहाँ से काफी वैसे सवाल आते हैं जहाँ पर बच्चे थोड़ा कंफ्यूज भी हो जाते हैं whenever they want to understand this particular string class. चलिए, string class. First of all, let us talk about the package. Let us talk about the package. Which package this string class belongs to? हमें पता है java.lang, because you must be knowing whenever you are using string class in your own programming, you are never declaring any package out of it, because it belongs to java.lang package, which is also a default package. This is the very first question which in student minds should be you will be getting that कि पैकेज कौन सा है, क्योंकि यही पर्टिकुलर चीज है जो कि बच्चे जब पढ़ते हैं तो छूट जाता है. ठीक है. String class. Now string class, how to declare string class? नहीं, declaration पहले let me say कि string कैसे दिखता है. How do the string looks like? Anything, whatever is mentioned within double quote are considered to be a string. This is the basic thing that we all know. This is the basic thing, that whatever it's stored within double quote is considered to be a string. Now, suppose I am storing 1, 2, 3 in double quote. Is it a string? Yes, it is a string. If I am storing A, B, C within double quotes, is it a string? Yes, it is a string. Okay, so this is a basic fundamental thing. Who have not understood this particular chapter very properly, from this basic point also they can figure it out. Suppose 1, 2, A, B, anything you can keep anything within within double quote, that will be considered as string in Java. Okay. now let us understand what do we do actually in our string programming. So what happened, it's a very different way, different approach to understand primitive data types like numbers, like integers, float, double, those all. And there is a different approach to use this string. Okay, now let me say why is it different. What happened when approach to this string? Why is it different from other data types? Let me say you approach to string. What happened whenever what why it is different? Because string is nothing but combo of characters. String is a combo of characters. First keep this thing in your mind. String is nothing but combo of characters. Combo of characters forms a string. And this is the second point. And each character of a string is accessed by its index values. By its index values. Now what is index value? Index values. What is index value? Index value are nothing but the positions. Are the positions of each character of the string. Position of each character of the string. Each character of this. These are very important things. You will be your most of the doubt will get cleared from these all statements. Index value are the positions of each character in a string which starts from 0 and ends with length minus 1. Now the very next question, sir, what is length? See how I'm approaching this particular chapter. You just see. Now what is length? Length is nothing. Length is the number of elements present in number of characters or number of elements, we can say. Number of characters also can be said. Number of characters present in a string is said to be as length. Okay. So this is the way the string should be approached. First we understood what is string. Then we understood how to access its character in a string. Then we understood what is that particular index value by using which we are accessing each character of a string. Now I have also told you now ki where do this particular index value starts from and where do it ends. What is the maximum value? From here you must have picked out the minimum value of index value is 0 and the maximum is length minus 1. This is not the formula actually. Length, what does length signifies? Number of characters in a string. Now let us understand this particular in a better way. Okay. So as I told, suppose I am writing ISC 2025 board. If this is the string which is given to me and it has asked me the length. So how I need to count? I need to count the number of characters. I told combo of characters. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So I can say there are 12 the length of this particular string is 12, which is nothing but 12 characters. Okay. Now somebody will be asking me, okay, you have told me the length, but what about index? As I told, the index value starts from 0. So this one will be here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. As I told, these are the positions. If somebody will be asking me, what is the position of I in this string? I shouldn't say 1. It will be incorrect. This is only used if you are counting the length. But these are used when you're trying to figure out the place of each characters. Place of each characters. Okay. Now, if somebody will be asking me, what is the place or what is the index value of I? So I will be saying it's 1. If somebody will be asking me S, I will be saying it's sorry. If somebody will be asking me I will say 0. If somebody will be asking me S, then I will say 1. Then for C it's 2. Then for 2 it is 3. Then for this it is 4. Then this is 5. This is 6. This is 7. This is 8. This is 9. This is 10 and this is 11. See, these are the place. Like don't we say in our numbers we have place values, right? This is 1, this is 10, this is 100. So accordingly in string also in characters we have index values. Okay, it is as simple as that. Now, why I'm saying this? What's the importance of this? You will be understanding it later on. Slowly, if you will be approaching this particular chapter, you will be able to understand it in a very quick way. Okay. Now I have already told you that for accessing we need index. Now I will be teaching you how to declare a string. It's very important. It can be in 2 ways. Mostly you will be using this. String A is equal to double quote 1273. If I will be going for alphanumeric, then it will be ABD. This is one of the approach for declaring a string. Another approach is like you are declaring a object. A is equal to new string. And here you will be using this. These are the 2 ways in which we can declare a string. Okay. We are using this because as for maximum cases in Java, string is used, frequently it is used. So we are putting this approach. And there is also a different fundamental theory between string A is equal to 1 to ABD and string A is equal to new string 1 to ABD. Of course, we do not have any depth explanation of this particular part, as these are this is the revision class. So I will be not going further into this. You just remember that two ways we can declare. Okay, so that in your examination of this particular thing is mentioned, you will be also understanding that yes, this is another way for declaring a string. Okay, let's go. Now let's go. Okay, declaring a string. Now we need to understand how to pick out each characters from a string. Yes or no? We need to access the characters. Without accessing characters, without accessing characters, nothing will work. Without accessing characters, nothing will work. That's why we need to understand how to access characters. Access characters in a string. Access characters in a string. Okay, because without presence of character, without accessing characters, we cannot do anything in a string. Then what's the value of accepting a string? We need to know how to access characters, and for that we are having a method. Okay, the method is, let me it is caret. Okay, this method something looks like this, and here inside I will be using the argument. I cannot, argument will not be appropriate. I will be saying index number. So whatever index number I will be using over here, and this is going to be my string variable. So wherever I will be string variable, see, let me write in this way. This is the syntax, nothing but this is the syntax. String variable dot caret index number semicolon. This is the way in which we will, let us not put a semicolon. Okay. So let me now represent with one example. You will be understanding it a better way. Suppose string z is equal to ICSC, ISC, ISC. Okay. Suppose this is the thing which is mentioned. Okay. Now if I want to access each characters, what I need to do? I already know that this is my 0 number index. This is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I already know this. So now if I want to approach this particular, I need this fourth position. Fourth position means fourth index. Which character is present in my fourth index place? So simply I need to write system.out.print this is the string variable dot caret and the index value, which is 4. So automatically in the output I will be getting the value as I, because as I told, this is my index number, this is my string, and this is the method. So this is a way by which we can access characters. What if I want to access all the characters? Use a loop. Okay, very easy, na? Use a loop for which starts from 0, because we know our index value starts from 0, and it should be I is less than, okay, before saying this, okay, let me take here as 6, less than 6, because I already told this. From 0 to 6, it will if it approaches, then there is never a 6, because is there a 6? Yes, there is already 6. I will write 7. Less than 7 means what? It starts from 0, it will continue till 6. Then again I plus plus, then I will be writing here. If I want to print it vertically, I will be writing system.out.println. Println, if this is my string, I will be writing z.caret I. See, I am going very fundamentally, and you do not think that exam is coming near, sir is explaining in this fundamental way. I told no, by explaining the method itself, I will be saying how you will be using that particular program. Okay, so we will be going parallelly, both understanding the concept and both understanding how to solve a program. Okay, because if now I will be writing a program, I will be writing the solution of the program, I will be giving you some time to solve this, it will only consume our time, you will be understanding nothing out of it. So now this is a way in which we will able to, what will happen first, z of 0, z dot caret of 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, it will run till 6. Then what will happen? I will be printed CSE ISC. This thing will be printed. Okay, now next thing that we are going to learn is how to find length of any string. Why do we need length? Because only length will make me understand that my index value start from which value. See here what happened, as you can see in this particular area which I am highlighting right now. You may observe here I have taken the number as 7, but what if I do not know which number of characters a user is giving me, which number of characters, how many number of characters are present there. What if I do not know what kind of sentence a user is giving to me? At that point of time, how will I understand that this is where my loop will stop? So in those particular situation, I need to understand what is the way to calculate the number of characters in a string. For that, I will be approaching the length. And here, right now, I'm going to teach you how to find the length of a string. Okay, length of a string. Okay, so that any string, whichever I will be accepting from the user, what will happen? I will able to find the length. Okay, yet I have not told you how to accept a string from the user. I will be saying just after this particular length particular thing, I will be explaining you how to accept a string and what are the scanner class methods which helps to store a string from the user, length of a string. So what's the method? Let me write the syntax first. Listen, if in the examination it asks you write the syntax, you need to write syntax only. You shouldn't write there an example. This is string variable, okay, dot length with parenthesis. Okay, this is the method. And let me just see me, if I'm using caret, so what's my return type? Return type, what do we mean by return type? Return type is whenever a programmer using a method, it will be displaying some value, it will be giving some output. So whatever output is been given, it has its own data type of the particular output. Yes or no? If somebody is giving me number, then means numbers are the output. So I can say that yes, this numbers means the return type is in integer. So here what happened, if you will be observing, I'm taking string variable dot caret index number. So here just say me what kind of output I'm getting, what type of output, what type of output I'm getting there. I'm getting, see, I'm getting this. What are these? These are nothing but characters. So I can say that the return type, the return type of my caret is, what? A character. Char. The data type of a data type is char. So similarly, here, if I'm finding the length of a particular string, what would be the return type? Of course, a number, which is integer. Okay, now let me write an example. If string y I'm giving and I'm saying 2024 is over. If I'm writing in this way, okay, if I'm, so what is the finest way, what is the correct way to write this? System.out.print, you will be writing y dot length, finish, y dot length. So what will happen? What will be the output of this particular thing? So it will be counting, and counting starts from 1. I have already told you index number starts from 0, but counting of elements starts from 1. Okay, so this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, this is 8, this is 9, this is 10. So the answer to this particular question will be 10. Okay, if somebody again asks me to print all the characters of a user given word, if user has given some kind of sentence and it has asked me to print all the characters vertically, I will be going for this approach. I know it starts from 0, but here I am having a method. I will be writing y dot length. And why I'm not writing less than equal to? Because I know if something starts from 0, it will end till 9. See, as it has started from 1, the and number is 10. If I'm starting from 0, it will reach till 9. If I will be writing less than y dot length, that means less than 10, which is 9. Are you understanding this? Why have I taken less than y dot length? Are you understanding this? Why have I taken y dot less than y dot length? Because I am starting from 0. If I'm starting anything from the 0 and I am taking till last, then my last value, I have already told you, you must be remembering this. I've already told you that the last value of my index will be length minus 1. So here as well, see, if I'm writing less than y dot length, that means what happened? It is reaching till length minus 1 only. If my length is 10, then it is reaching till 9. And you can write in this way. If you want to start from 0 and you want to take till 9, if you need to write in this way. Okay. Okay, let's go. Now, see, I've used this. Now I do not need to understand what is the length or what type of a string a user has entered, because this is because I have used a method over here. I have not assumed any number. So user can give me any type of string, any number of characters present in that particular string, and simply I need to write system dot out.print whoever have joined just now, you please be relaxed and sit down and just listen for me for around 4 to 5 minutes. Then automatically you will be able to relate what I'm saying. I have observed yesterday what happened. Many students have joined from 9:15, 9:20. They saw what I'm saying. They just assume that I will be unable to understand, and they left the class. In that way, what is happening? Nothing is happening. It's all of your waste only. Okay, as I told, I am going through syllabus and I'm covering every parts of this particular Java. So if you have joined right now, just wait still and just observe what I'm saying. You will automatically able to relate. Okay, now, so here likewise, here I will be writing y dot caret of I. See, in this way, what will happen? Whatever a user will be giving, I am assuming y here as the string which user has given to me. Okay, and it is reaching from 0 to less than length. And y dot caret of I, what I have just told, that y dot caret of I means every character. So what will happen? Every characters whichever is present in that particular string will be printed vertically. See, is thing becoming very easy right now? Yes. Now I will be teaching you how to accept a string. You have already understood how to initialize a string. Do you understand difference between initializing and accepting a particular string? Do you understand this? Whenever I'm saying that I'm initializing a string, that means value is given by myself. And whenever I'm saying that I'm accepting a string, that means there is a user who will be giving me its own sentence or whatever values. So now I will be teaching you how to accept a string. And string are of two types. One is with space, another one is without space. Without space, which we verbally say a sentence or a word. We know anything which is represented without space is said to be as word, and which is represented with space is considered to be a sentence. In our English, we say word and sentence, but in computer, we will say that string are of two types: with space and without space. Okay, with space means suppose here I'm writing this is Shubham sir ki class. Okay, I'm writing with double quote. So with space looks something like this, and without space means I will be writing this without space. So what's the difference? You must all be having this one thing. So then what's the difference? Why are we saying this? Both are string only, no? So why are you explaining this? Let me say. For if you want to accept a string with space, there is a different method. That is next line. If you want to accept a string without space, there is a method which is next. Okay, you must be remembering, for integer we are having next int, next double, next float, but for string we are having only next or next line. Okay, this is also an important part for your board examination. Next means only a word will be accepted, or without space means what will happen if suppose I am typing SUBHAM Shubham I have typed, and then I will be putting a space bar. What will happen? Automatically the Shubham will be accepted by the user. Otherwise, if you are writing Shubham and space, if you are writing sir key class and you have used this next, so what will happen? An error will occur. This is the difference. If when you will be using next, but a user is giving a particular string where there are spaces. Okay, but instead you will be using their next line. That means if you are writing Shubham space sir space key space class, there you will not be getting any kind of error. Error will not be occurred because we know we have used next line. which signifies that a user will be giving a string which is with space. That's why there will be no error. So this is only the difference that a string is having. So eventually, if you want to accept a string, the example is very easy, right? Very easy, na? Before that, you will be declaring scanner class, and before scanner class, you will be also importing the package that you know already. I'm not going for that particular part. Here I will be writing enter a word. Okay, enter a word. So for that, what I need to do? This is my string. This is my data type. Here I want to store. Suppose let me consider the object of my scanner class is AB. So here I will be writing next because I want only a word, because user do not know that with space or without space. This is just for the programmer. User only understands word or sentence. That's why we need to ask them in that particular way. Okay, enter a word or enter a sentence. So now you have understood how to accept a string. Okay, very properly you have understood how to accept a string. Now let me say you another important part of this particular part. What if I want to see, this is a question, because most of the questions are via of this particular question. Via, do you understand via? Okay, go through this particular methods, go to this particular logics. Okay, now suppose I have accepted a sentence. I have accepted a sentence. Okay, and and uh, and I'm printing. I'm just making a question like in this way. I'm printing the words vertically. The words vertically. I'm printing the words vertically. Suppose my question is, for example, Shubham sir ki class. Shubham sir ki class. Suppose a user has given this. So the output will be, so output should be, not will be, output should be Shubham. This is sir. This is key. This is class. Okay. I want to print this. I want to print in this way. So there are different approaches for understanding this, but like fundamental is always the finest one. So I will be going fundamentally how to extract each word. Okay. The question is very simple. I'm printing the words vertically means I'm extracting each word. So here let us discuss what all things are done over here. Nothing. Here words are extracted. See, if I will be saying a layman that a string Subham sir ki class, you just print vertically, what will he understand? He will be observing that yes, okay, you are doing nothing. You are only extracting words from the string and you are printing them vertically. So the first step that we are going to do is extract the words are extracted. Extracted. Words are extracted from the string. Extracted. Before that, extraction of characters, because without extracting characters, how can you extract a word? There are different ways, there are different approaches. I'm not saying there are very shortcuts to directly extract a word, but fundamental will be very much easier both to understand and both to implement in the examination. You will not be memorizing anything if I will be teaching you the fundamental concept. So extraction of characters. First of all, we will be extracting the characters, then we will be extracting the words, then we will be printing the extracted words vertically, nothing else. Printing the word, printing the extracted words, yes, the words which are extracted, printing the extracted words vertically. Okay, whenever you are getting any question in a board examination, you should think in this way. This is the finest and the simplest way to think. Whenever a question is asking, I need to think what are the steps. First, what will happen? First, characters will be extracted, then words will be extracted, then what will happen? Then the things will be then the words extracted words will be printed vertically. I need to keep this thing in the mind, and then my program will be easy. I have divided the program in three steps. Now I will be just putting my approach, just I will be implementing my logic, my programming theories into it. Okay, so as I told, let us consider the Shubham sir ki class whichever a user has given. I do not know that the user has given Shubham sir ki class or what. I do not know. I just know that a user is going to give me a sentence. Okay, so for that let me say that string s is a place where a user has entered. If you want to show me how to accept again, let me write. You need to write. I'm only mentioning the code snippet here. The whole program should be known by you and understood by you. Enter a sentence. I have already told this lecture is going to be very much impactful, and students who are attending this particular session, they will be getting much more value. Next line, because I'm entering a sentence here. Is it visible, guys? Okay. Okay. So I have already accepted a sentence. Now, what do I need to do? I need to extract each characters. Excuse me. Okay. I need to extract each characters. Okay. See, things will be going very easily. 0, and I know I should be less than s dot length. There are most students who are storing this length in a separate variable, then they are involving it in the loop, but you can directly write in this way. Okay. Now what I need to do, I have taught you first. What is the first step I have told? First I need to extract the characters. Okay. So let me first extract the characters. For extracting characters, I have already told you that if I'm extracting characters, then there is a data type, and there is a variable that is ch only. Okay, ch, because I know that whenever I will be extracting any characters will be stored in ch, which is a char. So here I am doing one thing. Ch is equal to s dot caret of 0, uh, character 5. So what will happen in this particular part? Each character whichever is extracted from that particular string will be stored in ch. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Okay. So what I need to do? Don't you see a logic behind this? You must be observing that whenever I'm having space, that means my first word is already with me. Yes or no? If I have reached to this particular space, that means already I have passed with a word. I have already passed from a word. Then again, when there is a space, that means I have already passed another word. If again there is a space, then again I have passed through a particular word. But you may be observing that as user will be giving me this, but here I will not be having any space. So in this particular situation, what I need to do? Very simple. We can do this. Whenever you are accepting any sentence from the user, just try to add on a space after this. Okay, if you are doing this manually, then nobody will be cutting your marks, because this is the finest way. See, now I am having a space, and by using this particular space I will be able to, now I have passed from another word. So I can I say this, that whenever there is a space, you do one thing, sir. You try to do something by using which I will that our characters will keep on stored in a manner in which user has given, and whenever there is a space, you try to print this. Yes or no? If there is no space, then I will be, what I need to do, I will be keep on storing words, and if there is a space, then I will be printing. Is not this a finest approach? Yes or no? Yes, yes. Okay, okay. So let us use that particular logic. So for that, if I'm storing a combo of characters, what I need to do? String, yes or no? So for that, I am declaring another string as one. Okay, the purpose of the string, and I'm doing here null. Why null? I will be explaining that as well. Okay, so the purpose of this particular string is, see, here, the purpose of declaring this string is I want to store combo of characters. Here, as I told, sir, you do some approach in which my characters will be stored unless there is a space. So this all will store in a particular place, and that particular place should be a string, because these are combo of characters. Yes or no? We have understood this now. Now, as you must be remembering, whenever you had sum up series or something, there you used to take a null value. Yes or no? For adding sum of the series, you used to take 0, and for multiplying a series of values, you used to take the initial value as 1. Here also, where if we will be keep on adding characters in a particular string, and if you will be putting each characters in a particular string, then what shall you we use? We shall use a null. Yes or no? Because null is that particular thing which will not be manipulating our original string or combo of characters. So here I will be using s1. S1 is equal to s1 plus ch. Very simple. See, and this I will be doing this when there will be no space. So I can do this. If ch is not equal to space. See, if there is a different way to check whether a particular space is a character or string. If I would check a space in a string form, then I used to use this. If I am saying that I will be searching a character, then I will be taking this for the space. As ch is a character, so there will be single quote with a single space. Are you understanding this? If I will be comparing that whether a space, I will be considering a space as string, then I need to take this space as string. Then I will be using double quote. But if I will be considering space as character, then I will be taking a what? Single quote. Space is character. Then I will be using a what? A single quote. Most of the students are also doubtful in this particular area whenever they are learning this. So as ch is a character, so I'm using a single quote, okay, to check whether it is, if it is not a string, then what we need to do? We know that we will be we will be concatenating those characters. Yes or no? And else means what? When character is equal to space, whenever we will be having space, simply let's print this. Let's print this. System.out.println s1 word will be printed, and then I'm opening this else, and I'm again doing null here. Why am I doing this? I'm here to explain this part. Okay, why I'm doing null? See, whenever this will be printed, don't you think? Look, okay, let me okay, this part. Okay, suppose Shubham, from the Shubham sir ki class, Shubham sir ki class. Okay, let me consider Shubham is already extracted and Shubham is in S1. Okay, then for further, if I will be extracting this SIR, I am writing S1 is equal to S1 plus CH. Don't you think that that in that particular S1 variable, there will be already existence of Shubham even after printing? So what will happen? The other characters will be concatenated with Shubham, and this will be the new word which will be stored. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes? Okay. So what if after printing this S1, if I'm doing this null, then what will happen? Automatically my next number of characters whichever will be coming will be stored in sir. Yes or no? So there will not be copy of the previous word to my new word. So that's why after printing, just do null. Okay, and I'm closing my whole loop. I hope you all have understood this very properly. I told you, you just need to sit and you need to listen to me carefully. In that way only the program can be understood. It shouldn't be worry. You shouldn't be worry. You shouldn't feel that this much of time is essential for understanding this concept. I will be saying if you want to understand this in such a way so that you can implement in other program, then you need to sit and listen to me very properly, because this is the finest way we can use and we can able to understand. See, have not I followed this extraction of characters, extraction of words, and printing the extracted words vertically. Finish. See, I have broken down the program in your examination as well. Whenever you will be getting such questions in your board examination, you need to have the ability to break them into different steps and try to do one at a time. Then only you will able to write your program very beautifully. Yes, yes, okay, okay. So see, now I have used only those method which I have taught you. You must be observing. I have only used s dot length. I have used caret because I have taught this, and I have used only. See, by knowing those two method only, you were able to extract out the character, extract out the words from a string. Okay. Now, now let us understand a different thing. Now there are some other methods which we need to use, which are used in the string class. I will be writing it as other methods. Other methods. I am keeping it in other methods. Okay. Now already I have told you the use of length. Yes, length is already over. Caret is already over. Okay, caret is already over. Now I will be explaining you index of method. Okay. Now, what if somebody has given me a index value here, what happened in caret, what we used to do, we used to take a index value, take a index value and print its character, or return, we can say, as method is mentioned over there, return its character, return its character. What if reverse, if we are going to do the reverse, what if I'm taking a character and returning its index value? It can also be done, right? Returning its index value. Okay. User may need this as well. If user is saying ki I need the index place of this particular character, we need to have a particular method. We are having index of. Now let me explain you this properly. How you will be, what's the syntax? String variable dot index of, and inside the parenthesis a character. Okay, a character. Either you can directly put a single character with single quote, or you can store a character and you can use that particular variable. Okay, now you just say me, what will this return? What will this return? Every time whenever you are learning methods, you need to verify yourself. Do I know the return type of this? See, it will be returning its index number. Index number means what? Of course, a number. Number means integer. So the return type of this will be, return type is, so the return type is an integer. You can write an int. Okay, int. Just write int data type. Is an int data type. Data type. Okay, very good. Okay, you understanding this? Okay, very good, very good. Now, okay, now let us use this. Now let us understand thoroughly by using an example. String a, 1 to ab, 4 c. Suppose this is a particular string which is given by my user, and user has already given me that you need to search for. Okay, that you need to search for already I have stored in char. Now let us print system.out.print. Very thoroughly you will be understanding this, because I'm writing and explaining you. The only purpose to write and explain you is you need to feel as if that I am understanding by writing. Every steps are required. If I would be just representing it and just putting on ticks, then you may not be understanding that particular part. So a dot index of, see, index of z. I have already told you that I can also use a variable of character. Now just say me, now it is saying that whatever a particular character which in you need to search the index value for a particular character given in this particular string. So let us, this is dot, okay, a dot index of, you shouldn't put this many space. I'm writing this so that it will be representable. Now this. Now what's the answer of this? What will be the output of this, guys? Let us find out. It has said me index values. Index values start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, fortunately this 4 is present in the fourth index only. Okay, so the output will be 4. Okay, are you understand this? Have you understood this? Are you understanding this? The use of index of in my particular string. Now what happened? Students usually get confused. When students get confused, now I will be saying you this. I have actually uh, mm, not used a keyword which is very essential to understand index of. That is first instance, or first occurrence. First occurrence we can say. First occurrence. Oh, okay. Let me write in this way. What happened? Whenever you will be using index of, returns it returns the index value of first occurrence of that particular character. First occurrence of that characters. Okay, so what does this mean? Yep, make us understand with an example. Okay, suppose this is string. Okay, string k is equal to an an apple a day. Okay, if this is a string, and here I need to pick out the index value for a. System.out.println print here k dot index of a. So what will be the answer of this particular question? As you can see, there are multiple a in this. So what will this particular compiler do? It will be 3, 4. Let me just write this. I'm just writing this. Okay. It will be understanding where this a is present at the first occurrence. It is present at the 0th value. So what will happen? 0 is my answer. Okay. And there is you must be thinking, so what if I want to I want that particular a which is not at the 0 place, but after this I'm having I will be saying you everything. There is a different approach for this. Okay, let me say you this. So let me just explain you in this particular print and in this particular statement only. K dot index of, suppose here you are getting something, k dot index of, if I will be writing a, and after putting comma, if I will be writing 1. So what will be output of this particular thing? What will be the output? Do you know what will happen? In this particular area, it will start searching from the index number 1. This is the range. Okay, this is the range. So the range starts from 1 till 10. Yes or no? Till 10, because till 10 only I'm having my index value. The last index value of it is 10. So it will start searching from 1 to 10. Range is 1 to 10. Okay, so it starts searching ranges from 1 to 10. So it will be neglecting anything which is present beyond this range. Okay, now just say me, if it will start be searching from one index, so what will be the value that will be returned? Of course 2. Yes or no? Yes. Have you understood this? I hope yes. Okay, okay, okay. Very good, very good. Now you will be thinking, so what if I want to print such a I want to access such a character which is present at the last occurrence, not first, not middle, not any range, last occurrence. Is there any shortcut way? Yes, there is a shortcut way. There is a method instead. That is last index of. Last index of. It's a very beautiful method. Last index of dot. And there will of course no space between this. Starting this last index of. Okay. How to write this? This is string variable. Syntax is very powerful. String variable dot last, this will be uppercase, sorry, oh, that's why. Okay, index of, and here a character. Okay, character. Now if I will be taking the same example which I have mentioned above, if I will be writing here system dot out dot print, suppose I'm writing a dot last index of a, k dot index of last index of a. So what will be my answer? It will be representing me the last index of a, which is what? Which is 9. You can observe. Yeah, you can observe this one. Yes or no? So the output will be 9. Yes? Are you able to understand this? I hope yes. Okay. See, very magically we were able to understand our 5 methods, and that is also very beautifully by understanding that in if it instead it is asked in the output based question, you will be able to write down, and if it will be asked in the programming, then also you will be able to understand this in a mature way. Okay. Okay. I hope this video, this session was very interesting. You have understood this whole part very properly. You were able to understand this whole part very properly, and you have understood how this string actually works. Okay. So in the further session, I will be covering the rest part of this particular chapter. Okay. The other methods, whatever methods that are remained for string, will be covered in the next session, and most probably in the coming session I will be bringing all forms of programs, because without knowing all the methods you will unable to enjoy any particular program whichever is asked by the examiner. Okay, so in the upcoming session stay tuned for other methods and revise the portion whichever I have completed in today's session. Okay, was it interesting? Okay, okay, nice. Okay, welcome. Okay. Okay, let's go. I hope you all are preparing well for your examination and keep hustling. Okay, bye bye.